welcome you good people here on behalf of our sponsor. We are one of the few remaining radio shows that's lucky enough to have a sponsor. So if you enjoy yourself during the next half hour, you could do us all a big favor if you would, and that is sometime this week stop by your neighborhood RCA Victor dealer and pick up a 27-inch television set or a record change or something, because we'd like you working up here next year this time. I don't know whether you know it or not, but this year, in every place but Los Angeles, we are now heard following Bob Hope on Friday night. And, of course, as you know, this year Phil is on his own. So what do you say we all get together and give a real warm welcome to the man who discovered the South, Phil Harris.
Good afternoon, everybody. I can't tell you how much it means to me to have me come out here after all these years all by myself, and you're all applauding and got those smiles on your faces and glad to see me. And I just want to tell you I love you for it because I need it. I was with Jack Benny for 16 years, and there ain't no money connected with that job. All he does on Saturdays is take you in a dark room, give you one fast course of love and bloom, and you've had it, Dad. So anything you can do to help me earn an honest living, I'm ready. I got off to a bad start. They told me when I married Alice she had money, but I'll be damned if I can find it. I looked everywhere. Everywhere. So maybe your brother might have it. I went with him for 2 weeks and nothing. There you go. I'm awfully happy that you're here this afternoon, but I do want you to laugh, if you will. For God's sakes, laugh, because I've seen myself in television and, I ain't gonna get it. But I'm happy to see all of you fellas here in uniform, and I want you to know that any time we got guys from the service here, we're very happy because we're partial to them. They're a great audience, and they have a lot of fun, and especially you guys in the sailor suits, because I've got to go with you because I was in the Navy during the last war myself. And I'm with you, Mac. I fought the Battle of Catalina. You're laughing. We lost 8 lobster traps over there. Trash didn't eat all his murder. We had an awful time. They had a very unique way of selecting their enlisted men when I went into the Navy according to what they'd done in private life. I thought it was very cute. For instance, I went in with a couple of buddies of mine. One of them was a street cleaner, and they put him on a minesweeper. And the other guy was a construction guy. He tore down buildings and everything and took them off, and they put him on a destroyer. How I ever wound up on a ferry boat, the way you're supposed to laugh. See? Now we're rolling, you know what I mean? Hey, did you hear the story about the guy walked to the barber shop? A guy walked to the barber shop, said, how many ahead of me? The barber says 2. The guy went out, he didn't come back. So, listen, it could be tomatoes. So the guy came in the next day, walked up to the barber, says, how many ahead of me? The barber says 3. The guy walked out. So now the barber's going nuts. You know, them guys stand around on their feet all day, them scissors clinking, you know, see? So the guy's getting a little irritated. He goes over to the booth like he says, every day a guy comes in, wants to know how many ahead. I tell him, he goes out, he don't come back. He says, if he does it tomorrow, follow him. I want to know. The guy came in the next day, walked up to the barber, says, how many ahead of him? The barber says 3. The guy went out, the boot black followed him. Boot black came back in about 20 minutes. The barber says, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Boot black says, to your house. You can take the cage away. I made good. You hear the story about the drunk that fell out of the 12-story window? This guy's blind drunk. He falls out of this 12-story window. Boom! He's on the ground. A big crowd comes around. He got up, brushed himself off. Fellow walks up, says, what happened? He says, damn fine, no, I just got here. Now we're rolling. 2 drunks walking down the railroad track blind. Oh, they're whipping it down there really long. 2 wine jobs. And they're walking it down like this. One of them looked at the other one and says, man, this is the longest staircase I ever came down in my life. The other one said, I don't mind that if these low banisters in there. something, ladies and gentlemen? You're a wonderful audience. Just stay that way. Will you? Don't put me in television. Bob Hope one day. But I do want you to know it's awfully nice to have you here. And whatever little success we've attained, I'm serious now, is due to you nice people listening to our show and because we have such a wonderful, competent organization. Because in our business, like in your business, one guy can't do it. Two guys can't do it. You have to have an organization. And we're very fortunate in having one of the best, ladies and gentlemen. For instance, I mean, everybody just to give you an idea, everyone you see sitting on that stand does an outstanding job on his or her particular instrument. Things I know that you don't know. I ain't gonna leave you alone. Now you take the leader, he's okay. We're very happy about him because we know that we have a genius on our hands, and I'm serious. Because already this guy has had 2 of his own musical compositions played in the Hollywood Bowl. He's been nominated 6 times in pictures for the Academy Award. He was nominated last year again for his wonderful directing and arranging of all of the beautiful music that you heard in the Hans Christian Andersen story. And this year he's just completed a picture that we are all keeping our fingers crossed because we think he's going to win this time, so help us pull for him. He just finished a picture called The French Line that you're going to see in the near future. This is the clever Walter Sharp and his music. Ladies a rough go, huh, Dad? No sardines. It's all handwork. No spam, no shingles. No, sir. There's no carpenter's breakfast here, boy. Listen, I have some guys in the band. I could go through all of them. You know, I started off as a drummer, and I'm very fortunate because I didn't play good enough drums to go with the company that I was with, but I spent a few years faking and making people think I could play, and it enabled me to make a lot of wonderful friends in the music business. And they come in very handy because with our show, my whole band, all of these boys that you see up here, are really outstanding musicians, and they've all made names for themselves in our profession. I could go through them one by one, but it's going to take a lot of time. But I do want you to meet a couple of the guys that I think you'll enjoy meeting that come over here and work with me simply because we've been friends for many years. This first fella has his own program. He's known throughout the United States as not only one of the finest guitar players in the business, but in his own name, he's a big orchestra leader and a big success, Albino Ray, ladies and gentlemen. Up behind us, ladies and gentlemen, is a fellow that we worked together. We roomed together. When we were kids, we traveled all over the country in buses together. We've seen this music business from one end to the other, believe me. He is known as one of the originators and one of the Mr. Dixieland jazz band men himself. His records, some of the records that he made years ago are now collector's items, and the records that he is making will become collector's items because he is one of the originators of the famous Dixieland music, Red Nichols of the 5 cents. I want you to meet our Mr. Bill Foreman, been with us ever since we started, ladies and gentlemen. The real good part. Without her, it wouldn't be possible. I'm not going into a big eulogy. I'm just going to tell you I've been married to her for 12 years. We have 2 wonderful children. She's not only the most beautiful gal in the world, but this kid's got talent, too. Alice Faye! Nuts about me. Hell, you get me in the right spot. Well, now we have, ladies and gentlemen, we have a kid here with us that's been with us ever since we started. He steals our show every week, and we're very happy about it because he's clever and a good kid and well-deserving of the success that he's attained. He plays the part of the grocery boy, Julius the Bruce, the old Walter Petler, ladies and gentlemen. This kid boys that plays the part of William Allison's brother, we got him out of pictures. He's not only a big success in pictures, been under contract at all of our major studios, but he's a big name in television, and whenever you have him on a show, you're always assured of a wonderful performance. He doesn't have too big a part today, but he handles the small ones as well as he does the big ones, and it's always a pleasure to have him with us, Mr. John Hubbard, Here are the boys that started with us on our program, and I can remember we've been together for years. We go clear back to Coconut Grove. Not only that, they've been with Benny for years. They're responsible for those few commercials, those guys that have a big act in their own right now, and if you ever see their names on the marquee, go in and let them entertain you for an hour. The Sportsman's Quartet. Now the one and only Elliot Lewis. Hey, Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's awfully nice for you to come down and see us. It's nice, mainly, that you're nice to me after you got here. Laugh and enjoy the show. What I'm trying to get at is, for God's sake, laugh. Will you, please? Thank you. Hey, Alice. Alice, wait till you see what I've got. It's sensational. Look.
What is it?
What is it? It's a collector's item. The only one of its kind in the whole world. It's a picture of Liberace. Crying.
RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music and first in television, presents the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. For your enjoyment, here is the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show, transcribed, written by Ed James and Al Schwartz, with Elliot Lewis, Walter Tetley, John Hubbard, Janine Roos, Ann Whitfield, Walter Sharp in his music, and yours truly, Bill Foreman. Tonight, for your enjoyment, we offer a study in utter confusion entitled A Night with Phil Harris, or Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered. And now the stars of the RCA Victor program, Alice Faye and Phil Harris. When you get right down to it, there isn't too much difference between a married man and a bachelor. A bachelor is a clothes horse. A married man works like a horse to keep his family in clothes. To a bachelor, life is a glorious song. But married men have their own particular anthem, like so.
Oh, if I had the wings of an angel, over these prison walls I would fly. Alice screams, if I don't hang my clothes up, I'd be much better off at the Y.
Phil, did you put your clothes away?
Put them away, honey. I filed them. Socks under A, ties under B, sweaters under C.
Wait a minute. Whoa, boy, hold it.
Now what's the matter?
Socks, ties, and sweaters under A, B, and C?
Naturally. Argyle, Bow, and Cashmere.
Phil, can't you please learn to put your things away? Sometimes I think I'm living with Lily St. Cyr.
That's bad?
Phil.
No. Lily. No, I'm only kidding, honey. Oh,
Well, I'm
Lily.
not. No, I'm not. This is your home, and you ought to take more pride in it.
I do. Who cuts the lawn every week?
My brother, Willie.
Well, who painted the fence last month?
Alice and Phyllis.
But, wait a minute. I've got something. Last April, when the faucet in the kitchen was leaking, who fixed it?
I did.
Well, I got news for you. It's leaking again.
Where are you going?
Elliot's waiting for me in the living room, honey.
Come back here.
But, Alice, I told...
I want to say something before you and Captain Midnight take off.
Take off. Now we're back to Lily St. Clair again.
You know, Phil, I don't understand you. This is your home, and you're never in it.
Is that so? Name one man who spends more time at home than I do.
All right. Harry Truman, Ben Hogan, Papa Dion.
Yeah. Yes, he does. He spends quite a lot of time around the house. Now, wait a minute. I mean entertainers.
Jack Benny, Eddie Cantor, Jimmy Durante, Abbott
Hold
Costello.
it, Beulah. Hold it. I mean entertainers with curly hair who can sing That's What I Like About the South. That stopped you.
Phil, you spend more time away from home than Barnum and Bailey. You know what Alice and Phyllis asked me yesterday? They wanted to know if you'd been drafted.
Oh, now, wait a minute. It ain't that bad, is it?
Oh, it's worse. For instance, where are you going tonight?
Well, Elliot and I figured that we'd go... I'm staying home. That's where I'm going tonight.
You are?
Yes, sir. I told Elliot. I said, Elliot, tonight I'm staying home with my family. That's what I told him.
When did you tell him?
Right now, the second I see him.
You just see that you do.
Don't worry, Alice. When I tell somebody, I tell them. I'll see you later, baby.
Don't forget, Phil, you're staying home tonight. You promised.
Okay, I promised. Make such a big thing out of it. You'd think I never stayed home. I was home, let's see. I was home, Wednesday? No, it was Tuesday. I remember because that's the night Eisenhower was elected.
Hey, Curly, where do you hear the news I got?
Oh, hello, Elliot.
You know who's in town?
Alice just told me. Jack Benny, Eddie Cantor, Lily St. Cyr. No. I can't get that kid. Lily St. Cyr.
Lily
Stuff
St.
together.
Lily St. Cyr.
Look, forget about Lily St. Cyr, will you?
Ain't gonna be easy.
Well, force yourself. Now, what's the big news?
You know who's in town? Red Nichols and Alvino Ray.
They are.
And that ain't all. Jack Teagarden, Woody Herman, the whole bunch from the original Dixieland Doozies.
You mean they're right here, all of them?
That's what I mean. They're doing one-nighters with the old outfit.
No, kid.
Hey, Curly, remember when we were barnstorming with the Doozies?
Do I remember? I got scars.
Oh, boy. Those were the days, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Elliot.
Huh?
You remember that night in Altoona?
Yeah. Drinking champagne out of a slipper.
What a night. I never did find out whose slipper I was drinking out of.
You didn't? It was mine.
A Tom McCann cocktail.
Hey, Curl, you remember that night in Dayton?
With that big blonde?
Yeah, the one with the buck teeth.
What a bottle opener.
Hey, how about that doll in Toledo? One green eye and one red eye.
Yeah, it was like kissing a traffic light.
She always kept the green eye open.
Go, man, go.
Ah, those were the days.
Yeah. Hey, how about that bus we used to travel in?
Oh, yeah. Side Saddle Sadie.
What a bus.
Oh, tuxedos hanging from the ceiling.
Lasagna cooking on the motor.
Salami hanging in the window.
Limburger hanging out the window.
Remember the night the bus hit that vegetable truck?
Musical goulash.
You know, somehow the bus never smelled the same after that.
No, neither did the bass player.
Sure messed up our poker games. Remember the night you had 4 jacks?
Yeah, and Red Nichols beat me with 3 aces and an airwick.
Oh, and that Alvino Ray. He had so many cards up his sleeve, we had to shuffle his coat.
He's a cute doll, wasn't he, that Alvino Ray? Oh, what a dove he was. He still thinks a full house is Kate Smith in a phone booth.
Hey, Curly, talking about poker, remember what your big number was in those days?
What, my 3-star?
Yeah.
Remember? It kept us some Denver sandwiches, didn't it? Bill Jackson was a poor old dove.
Who joined the Darktown Poker Club.
Yeah. And cursed the day he told him he would join. Money used to go like it had wings. If he held queens, someone had kings, and each night he would contribute all that coin. Then he said, I'm gonna play him tight tonight. There'll be no bobtail pleasures make me bite. He said, when I get in there, so my hands won't be at peace. Played him tight and lost his pile, and Bill got peevish after a while, so we rose, looked all around, and made this speech. He says, you all see this razor, I had it sharpened just today. I'm coming in with my rules that I want you to follow when you play, boy. Keep your hands up on the table while you're dealing, please. Don't be running them aces down there in between your knees. And don't be making them signs like you're trying to tip off your hand just talking American, boy. American, so's I can understand. And don't be getting them off the bottom, because, ooh, that's rough. Take 5, then stop. That's enough. Now, when you bet put up the chips, I don't like it when you shy. And if you get busted, go get something. I'm gonna be here by and by. Pass them cards for me to shuffle every time before you deal. Let me look them over, because I love to see. You ain't gonna play this game according to Mr. Hoyley. You gonna play this game according to me. Sitting right there in that there clan, they chanced to be a one-eyed man, and Bill kept on watching him out of the corner of his eye. So one-eyed dealing man had cost that Bill another 5 or 10. Bill got up again and looked all around him with a sigh. He said, Lord, it's an awful shame. Said, someone's cheating in this here game. Said, cause it ain't no do for me to name the guy. So I'll refrain from mentioning the party's names. If I catch him cheating just once again, I'm gonna take this fist and close that other eye. Now, do you see that brand new razor? I had it sharpened just today. I'm coming in with my rules that you must follow when you play egghead. Keep your bony hands up there while you're giving them out, please. Don't be running them wildies in there between your knees. And don't be making them funny signs, because you're still trying to tip off your hands. You better talk an American, boy. Big A, so's I can understand. And quit dealing them off the bottom, because, ooh, that's rough. Army game, 5, halt. That's enough. Now, when you bet, put up the reds and blues. I don't like it when you shy. Then if you run out of gas, go get pumped up. I'm gonna be here by and by. Pass them pasteboards. Let me riffle every time before you deal. Let me irrigate around. I want to see. If I keep on telling you ain't gonna play the game according to Mr. Hoyley, you gonna play this game according to me. Now, Henry, if you'll break the seal on that new deck of bicycles, we'll get on from here. Yeah. Hey, Elliot.
Huh?
You know, I was just thinking,
What?
You know what we ought to do?
What?
Tomorrow night, we ought to get together with them doozies. Get them all together, and, man, we could have a ball. We could really lay down some jive, you know that.
Well, Curly, I told you they're playing one-nighters. They're leaving in the morning.
Well, then I'll tell Alice that... Oh, no.
What's the matter, Curly?
Oh, I promised Alice I'd stay home tonight.
Oh, tell her you changed your mind.
Are you kidding? You should have heard the routine she gave me about Jack Benny and Barnum and Bailey and...
Jack Benny's with Barnum and Bailey?
No, Elliot. What she means is that Jack Benny stays home.
Oh.
That's what Alice meant. And that's what she wants me to do, stay here.
But why tonight?
I don't know, but I promised her, and I gotta stay home.
Now, wait a minute, Curly. You don't let Alice push you around, do you? If you want to go out, you go out, don't you? You can make her take it and like it, can't you?
You're a little nuts, ain't you?
Curly, we got to do something. The guys are only going to be here one night.
I realize that, Elliot. I realize that. But what am I going to tell Alice?
You can't tell her the truth, huh?
Of course not. She'd never believe me.
Well, tell her we got to go see a couple of babes.
All right, buddy. Okay.
She'd believe that.
Oh, yes, Roy. Yes. Oh, go great. What are you talking? You want to get out, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Wait a minute.
Hey, I got it. They're running you for governor, and you got to make a speech to the Temperance Union.
Elliot, will you please? Don't.
Unbelievable.
Certainly it's unbelievable. Alice knows I don't like to make speeches.
Well...
Come up with something, will you?
I'm thinking. Hey.
What's the matter?
It keeps coming out Lily St. Cyr.
Elliot, will you leave the girl alone, please? Now, look, what do you want to do? Do you want to help me? Do you want to think of something? Or do you want me to sit home all night and listen to 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and Herb Schreiner's gotta go?
Curly, that's it.
What?
The radio. You just won a big giveaway contest, and you have to go down and collect the prize.
Look, Elliot, she ain't never going to believe that. This kid, Alice...
She's going to have to. She's going to hear it on the radio.
What are you, nuts or something?
Curly, you've got a home recording machine, haven't you?
Well, sure.
It's got a microphone that works through the radio, hasn't it? So I hide in the back of the radio, and I announce through the microphone that you've won the contest. How can it miss?
Elliot, she'll know your voice.
No, she won't, Curly. I'll be a regular Tony Wands.
Well, we're down the bottom of the barrel now, ain't we, Dad? I see. And then, if you announce that I'm the winner, then I'll have to go down and get the prize. Is that it?
That's it.
You know something?
What's that?
I think you got something there. Wait a minute. Where are you going?
In the back of the radio. You call Alice.
Look, Elliot, can't we
Turn on the
talk...
radio and call Alice.
Okay. Alice! Hey, Alice, honey.
What is it, Phil?
Hey, Alice, come here, quick, huh?
Well, what's the matter? What happened?
Honey, I just won a big contest on the radio.
You did? I didn't hear anything.
Well, they haven't announced it yet. But they're gonna. Just listen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Strike It Poor is on the air.
Strike It Poor?
It's a new show for rich people. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you have tired blood? Do your corpuscles lie down and pant? Is it noon before you take your first drink? If you're troubled with these abnormal symptoms, get in touch immediately with Dr. Homer J. Get With It. And now, the winner of tonight's Jackpot Award.
Here comes Alice.
The winner is... Mr. Phil Harris of Encino, California.
Alice, I won.
So what else is new?
Now, if Mr. Harris will come right down to the studio, we will present him with his prize.
So long, Alice.
Phil, come back here.
But my prize, I gotta...
What prize?
The prize in tonight's giant giveaway program. The prize is one genuine 8-foot giant.
What?
Refrigerator.
Oh.
So long, Alice.
Phil.
But, honey,
We've got a refrigerator.
Oh. You say we've got a refrigerator?
Or... if you already own a refrigerator, you might prefer an RCA Victor television set with a 27-inch screen.
Hey, did you hear that, Alice? An RCA Victor television set.
With a 27-inch screen.
We've got one.
What a miserable house. We've got everything. Honey, maybe if I go down there, I
Not
could change...
tonight, Josephine. Good night, Elliot.
Good night, Alice.
Silliest thing I've ever heard. Strike it poor for rich people.
Okay, Elliot, you can come out.
She didn't go for it, huh?
Naturally, she didn't go for it. I told you.
Well, we think of something else. What does she think of Vigoro?
No, she don't go for opera.
Not Figaro, Curly. Vigoro.
Oh.
Like you put on geraniums and petunias. She likes flowers, don't she?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So we gotta fix up the flowers. We gotta go downtown to buy Vigoro, smudge pots, peat moss, all that kind of stuff.
I don't know, Elliot.
What can you lose?
What can I lose? Tomorrow I can be living at Griffith Park.
Curly, I'm telling you it'll work. Come on.
Now, where are we going?
We're going in to see Alice. Look, you explain about the flowers like this. You have to buy Vigoro to push their little heads through the ground. Smudge pots to keep their petals warm. Peat moss to keep their little roots loaded with moisture. You got it?
Well, now let me get this straight. Heads up,
Right.
petals warm,
Right.
and what was that about the roots?
Loaded.
Why, those little devils. Hey, Elliot, watch me do this now. You
All
want
right.
to see a master at work? Watch that. Say, honey.
Just a minute, Phil. Did you say hello to William?
Well, if it ain't from here to stupidity.
Now, see here, Philip.
Alice, this is important.
Wait until Willie is finished.
He'll never be finished. They forgot to give him a head.
Phil.
Honey, can I please tell you
Later. Go ahead, Willie.
Well, Alice,
Mhm.
as I was saying,
Yes?
I wanted you to have a nice bed of flowers. So I bought some Vigoro to push their little heads through the ground, and some smudge pot to keep their petals warm, and peat moss to keep their little roots loaded with moisture.
Oh, that's wonderful, Willie. Thank you. Now, what were you going to say, Phil?
Let's go upstairs, Elliot.
Okay, Curly.
But, Phil, if it was so
Honey,
important...
please, I don't feel good. I'm going up to my room. Okay, Elliot, shut the door.
Okay.
All right, brains, now what?
Well, we could pretend that you're... Hey, Curly, is that the same teddy bear you've always had?
Oh, no. This is a new one. This one walks. You see, I got it from...
Phil,
Oh, hiya, honey. We were just...
I know what you were just. And it won't do you any good.
But Alice...
You promised me you were going to stay home tonight, and I'm going to make sure of it. So I'm closing the door like this,
Alice!
locking you in like this,
Hey, Alice!
and then I'll go downstairs and practice my song for next week, like this. Blow, little blower. Oh, no.
Say it again.
Gotta start over.
What the hell
Sorry.
are you guys doing? You're getting the scale, ain't you? Elliot,
I got it.
I got it.
Oh, Phil. All right. Glow, little glowworm, fly of fire. Glow like an incandescent wire. Glow for the female of the species. Turn on the AC and the DC. This night could use a little brightening. Light up, little old bug of lightning. When you gotta glow, you gotta glow.
Glow, little glowworm, glow. Glimmer, 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 glow and glimmer. May your little light never grow dimmer. Glow, little glowworm, glow and glimmer. Swim through the sea of night, little swimmer.
Thou aeronautical bow weevil, illuminate yon woods primeval.
See how the shadows deepen, darken. You and your chick should get to sparking.
Oh, I got a guy that I love so.
Glow, little glowworm, glow. Glow, little glowworm, turn the key on. You are equipped with tail like neon. You've got a cute vest pocket master, which you can make go slower, faster. I don't know who you took a shine to, or who you're out to make a sign to. I got a guy that I love so. Glow, little glowworm, put on a shower. Glow, little glowworm, glow.
That was Glow Little Glowworm with its tail light out.
Having trouble?
You and your ideas. Now we're worse off than we were before. I'm not only in the house, I'm locked in my room.
Curly. Don't you know I've always got an out?
What kind of an out?
The window.
Oh, that's a great out. Out the window. 30 feet off the ground.
Curly, it's a cinch. You drop 5 feet at a time.
How do I do that?
So far, I don't know. I'm working on it.
Yeah, you work. Well, work fast. By the time we get out of here, the Dixieland Doozies will be playing Altoona again. What was that?
Well, I take a look. Hey, Curly, it's Julius.
His voice is changing.
It's his truck.
Oh.
Hey, get that bicycle out of the driveway. I brought the groceries.
Hey, Julius.
Hey, Julius, up here. We're up here in the window.
Well, if it ain't Whistler's mother and her agent. What's new, fellas?
Hey, Julius, we're in trouble.
No kidding. What's new, fellas?
Hey, Julius, slip on up here, will you? We want to talk to you.
You want I should come up there? What am I, a human fly?
A fly, maybe. Human, I wouldn't know.
Be nice to the kid. We need him.
Fine. We need him. Jane Russell, Ava Gardner. The world's full of angel cake, and I need a crumb.
Hey, Julius, we're locked in and we can't get out. You're not going to leave us stuck up here, are you?
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Hey, Julius, wait a minute.
I can't wait. I gotta get these vegetables in the house. You want the artichokes to choke? You want the zucchini to zook?
I can only take you a second, kid. We want you to put a ladder under the window, that's all.
Oh, you're gonna elope.
Julius,
You love Niagara Falls.
Julius, are you going to help us out of here?
Why don't you go down the stairs?
But they sent them out to be dry clean.
No hands, he did that. Hey, Julius. Hey, bring the ladder over here and we'll give you $1.
I don't want it.
We'll give you $2.
I don't want it.
Look, Julius, if you don't bring that ladder over here, we'll tell everybody you posed for the Marilyn Monroe calendars.
Where's the ladder?
In the garage.
Yeah, hurry up, will you, Julius?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Hey, Curly, we're practically on our way.
Oh, man, what a jam session we're going to have. I'm going to beat them drums down to the bare skin.
Oh, and what I'll do to that guitar, I'll play it like it's never been... Hey, Curly, just for tonight, can I please put strings on my guitar?
Well, just one.
Oh, Curly.
Now, don't worry. You can play maracas. One.
Hey, fellas, I got the ladder.
Oh, okay, kid. Put it up against... Wait a minute. Why don't you get a bigger one?
This is all there was.
But that won't come within 10 feet of the window.
Well, I got some boxes down here. You want I should put it on top of a box?
Ah, now you're cooking. Put it on 2 boxes.
Wait a minute, Elliot.
You better make it 3 boxes.
Okay.
I don't like it, Elliot.
How you doing, Julius?
Yeah, it's all set. I got the boxes all piled up.
Okay, go ahead, Curly.
What?
Climb out.
Oh, wait a minute, Elliot. Are you sure that's safe? That's
Are you kidding? I know a guy did this in vaudeville for 20 years before he was killed.
Look, Elliot, I'm...
Curly, it's getting late. Get going. You ready, Julius?
Ready.
Well, okay, here it goes.
Okay, easy does it, Curly. Easy does it. Attaboy. Can you reach the ladder?
I don't know. I can't find that top rung.
Hey, Julius?
Hey, Elliot, hurry. I can't hold on anymore. I can't hold on.
Julius, where's the ladder? Julius, you lunkhead, what happened?
Hey, that's a good one on me. I forgot to put the ladder on top of the boxes.
Where am I? What happened?
Well, if it isn't Phil Harris, boy paratrooper.
Oh, gee, did I break anything?
Just a few promises. But a couple of days in bed and you'll be all right.
Ooh, my head. Is it New Year's already?
Now, take it easy, honey. Everything's going to be all right.
Why doesn't somebody answer the phone?
Hey, Curly. Hey, Curly, what a night. What a night. You're missing the whole thing.
Wait a minute. What's that music? What's going on?
Well, that's why I wanted you to stay home. I'm giving a surprise party for the Dixieland Doozies.
Oh, no. This is Phil again. For 46 years, we have been united behind the symbol of the Christmas seal in the fight against tuberculosis. This has helped save the lives of 6 million Americans who might have died of TB. So buy your Christmas seals now. Thanks, and good night.
Good night, everybody.
The part of Julius in this program transcribed was played by Walter Petling. This was an NBC Radio Network production.